Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So we got the latest here with regards to the crackdown on crypto. I saw this from cowboy.crypto here on Twitter. Coinbase and JP Morgan's relationship intact amid regulatory crackdown. Now, Cowboy Crypto here was posting this. This was from February of 2023, so just last month. Bringing this up in context with what is happening today, JP Morgan is cutting ties with crypto exchange Gemini, says a source. And not only that, they're actually even mentioning that Coinbase's banking relationship with JP Morgan is remaining intact. So about a month later, we're still seeing the same. U.S. banking giant JP Morgan is ending its banking relationship with Gemini, the cryptocurrency exchange owned by Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, according to a person familiar with the situation. So back in early 2020, JP Morgan took on Gemini and U.S.-listed exchange Coinbase as customers. Coinbase's relationship remains intact with JP Morgan. However, the former Gemini, bye-bye. The crypto industry, which is rocked by numerous scandals and collapses last year, now faces heightened regulatory scrutiny and greater difficulty accessing banking services. Guys, this is just another move, and we're seeing who the winners and who the losers are going to be. So something I just noticed right now that was also kind of interesting, the fact that when I go to the World Economic Forum's website and I type in Coinbase as one of their partners, from what I remember, I believe Coinbase was one of their partners in the past. If we go to our partners here and we filter by, let's just go find a partner, type in Coinbase. They are no longer listed here on the website. And if my memory serves me correctly, Coinbase was in fact a partner of the World Economic Forum. Gemini, we don't see Gemini. I'm not sure if Gemini was. The point I wanted to make here was that, there are in fact cryptocurrency exchanges that have been associated with the World Economic Forum. However, it's looking like even the World Economic Forum has removed Coinbase from their website, maybe because, as we're moving through U.S. clarity, they don't want to make it look so obvious that, the U.S. is picking winners and losers. See, even if I go up to organizations here, Coinbase organizations, it still is showing a 404 page. Anyway, maybe later today, I'll take a look at the Wayback Machine to see if we can find out anything. Guys, I got XRP up here on the hourly. Right now, XRP is trading at 392.392. And you guys can see it has continued to see momentum, based on the news that we've been recently receiving with regards to the lawsuit. Compare that to Bitcoin again. We are seeing this drastic dichotomy. Bitcoin has been moving downward, $21,650 per coin, roughly. I mean, it does make sense considering we have been getting news here from the Biden administration. Biden wants to double capital gains and clamp down on crypto wash sales. The Biden administration reportedly wants to apply the wash sale rule to crypto, which would end a strategy in which a trader sells and then immediately buys digital assets for tax purposes. So, this is another way for government to corral your crypto profits. I guess we could say U.S. President Joe Biden's upcoming budget proposal has a few surprises for crypto traders and investors, including a proposed doubling of capital gains for certain investors and a crackdown on crypto wash sales. I believe it was going to go from 20% to 40%. The Biden administration is set to release its fiscal 2024 budget plan on March the 9th, which is reportedly aimed at reducing the deficit by almost $3 trillion over the next decade. It also includes changes to crypto tax treatment. So for those of you guys living in the United States, you might want to take a look at this. One of these proposals includes an end to a strategy in which a crypto trader sells assets at a loss for tax purposes, known as tax loss harvesting, before repurchasing them immediately after, according to the Wall Street Journal. So it's looking like Washington getting savvy on what's going on here. Speaking to Cointelegraph, Danny Talwar from crypto tax software firm Coinly commented, "This is an inevitable consideration for the U.S., which if implemented will see it on par with other jurisdictions such as Canada and Australia, where crypto wash sales do apply." And Lark Davis down here also mentioning this comment here, Biden proposing to double capital gains taxes from 20 to 40% and not allowing for tax loss harvesting on Bitcoin. WTF. Well, this is the face of regulation, guys. No one said it was going to look pretty. But again, this is just for, immediate short-term trades. Holding long, if you've been holding crypto, I don't know what the timeline is, but if you've been holding crypto long-term and you plan to cash out during the next bull run, I believe the regular rules still do apply. Don't quote me on that. I am not a tax expert, so you will have to confirm with a tax expert in your jurisdiction. Obviously, not everybody lives in the same country, so all the tax rules are going to be different. Wanted wanted to keep moving along though, guys, because a huge new milestone here for Hedera. From King Solomon here on Twitter, take a picture, write it down, and remember it, Hedera mainnet just passed 5 billion transactions on the mainnet. So, more to show you guys that there's almost like there's two stories when it comes to cryptocurrency. Obviously, we've got Biden and we've got cracking down on Gemini, and we've got all this regulatory, stifling traders, stifling retail from being able to trade. But we've also got the other side of the story, which is real world utility. Cryptocurrencies that are going to thrive, cryptocurrencies that are not going to be regulated out of existence. The cryptos that solve problems are obviously going to be the ones that hang around. So HBAR particularly one of those. I also happen to see this from Mickey B. Fresh. Docs filed show that Ripple Labs is the 5th largest investor in Futureverse, a roll-up of 8 Web3 companies building the open metaverse on Root Network and L1 that uses XRP as gas tokens and base block rewards. So guys, check this out. Here, I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to punch in here. The 5th largest investor for Futureverse, a metaverse project here. Ripple Labs is one of the investors with Outlier Ventures, Aaron McDonald. Fundraise amounts will come in a proper press release soon. Substantial amounts and more than enough to execute this vision. As you guys can see down here, one of their partners are Fluff World as well, which we did talk about on this channel. One of the Ripple partners that is associated with metaverse building. We will be releasing a variety of content about Futureverse Root Network. It's the most overlooked project that'll directly impact the XRP community and the XRP ledger. There's so many reasons why this will be significant. Community needs to bring XRP down off the pedestal and into the metaverse, guys. Here's a little clip just describing what this project is. From day one, people should be able to stake their root tokens to the validators and earn XRP. This coming from Mickey B. Fresh. Listen to this, Aaron McDonald on the Futureverse project.
Ask that. They want to know when can they start participating and being rewarded in more than like a meta sort of way. And I appreciate the meta game sort of aspect of what we're doing. And you've talked about portals, you've talked about minting, using the root network, things like that. Could you give like a high level overview? You don't have to commit to hard dates or anything like that of what that journey looks like over the next epic for us within Futureverse.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of these times where I have to be careful what I'm saying here for everyone's benefit. But in general, our philosophy is to roll this out in a way that is an engaging experience for the community, that they're participating and doing stuff to help us prove that this technology and the infrastructure and the content works. It's not, it's not a single moment in time. It's something that will happen in phases throughout the next kind of year or so, maybe even longer than that if you include the next layers in terms of the gameplay and elements inside of that. But at each stage, when we release something out, we want to make sure that the community has something to do with it. That's why I was saying earlier, it's important for us to release the first route when you can go and participate in the network infrastructure. When the next tasks come out, it'll be you'll be able to put your route to work to go and do something within one of the worlds or applications or content, and so that there's always utility building when we're releasing the tokens into the community. And we've designed, I think, a really interesting system which both rewards for direct action that the community takes, but also rewards them for their historical action and for what they've, the assets that they've been interacting with and the things they've been participating in up to this date, as a modifier on how they get rewarded for completing those tasks or engaging with those applications.
All right, I'm going to leave it there. A lot to unpack here with the Root Network. As you guys can see, they are still rolling this out. They were talking a little bit about the Root token here. It doesn't look like the Root token is available yet. If I do have the correct one here, Root Kit Finance, that is ROOT, the Root token that I believe is supposed to be running here. I couldn't find any other token that matches the description here on CoinMarketCap. I do not think it is released yet. And even when I go to Root USD price, I do not see any coins that are congruent with my search results. So still waiting on this. Anyway, wanted to thank Mickey B. Fresh here for posting that. The thing about the utility, guys, is that we are going to see more demand for XRP. And, one of the other things that I think we should be very happy about is that XRP is so liquid. Ripple and other companies have been working diligently to keep building on the XRP ledger. And Ripple particularly, they have been working tirelessly to keep XRP liquid. So this from Frecky, one reason I won't sell XRP is the volume. You can tell there is a lot of demand for it. So if clarity does come, the volume, which in comparison to current volumes is very large, is only going to increase when US companies enter, as they aren't in it today. So that is another positive. That's another benefit for XRP hodlers. There is already the liquidity there, and we've constantly been seeing, big moves. Even though we haven't seen price move, we've seen lots of XRP being shifted. Like even in this particular case from Ian Binns here, whales have moved over 100 million XRP as attorney predicts another SEC trial. So, with regards to this idea that we are probably going to go to trial. I did a video on this yesterday. I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. Whoops, get that out of the way. The unending Ripple tussle with the SEC might end in another legal proceeding, according to Scott Chamberlain. The blockchain lawyer and founder of Evernote XRPL stood this ground while responding to a tweet about the ruling on both parties to preclude expert testimonies. And guys, here you have the Scott Chamberlain tweet. After further thought, 4 key takeaways for me. It seems more likely that there will be a trial because this decision resulting in conflicting expert testimony that muddies a summary judgment application. So many facts are at issue, though. He goes on to say, let me just click on that. He does go on to say the caveat, the SEC's expert had his testimony on why people bought XRP excluded. It's unclear what, if any, evidence remains on record to support the SEC's argument that anyone bought XRP expecting profits solely or substantially from Ripple's efforts. This might be fatal to the SEC. There is little doubt John Deaton's efforts impacted here 75,000+ people versus one SEC expert whose testimony on XRP holders' motives has been cut. Kick at the darkness until it bleeds daylight, as the lyric goes. And 4, he says, if there was a little guy fighting injustice, John Deaton is the attorney I'd want in my corner. Old school lawyering of the highest order, infinite respect. So, just more to kind of, I guess this article does dual duty here, talking about the XRP flows, but also discussing another lawyer's perspective here on the case. Also just wanted to bring up XRP_Shark's opinion on that too. Most expect a resolution of the lawsuit soon, but there are many factors that need to come together for this to be the case. Best would be a settlement to get this finally over with. Next best option would be a ruling by the judge on summary judgment. Next would be a jury trial. Both summary judgment and jury trials bring the risk of appeals by the losing side with it, but the decision by the judge or the jury would stand until the appellation court affirms or overturns this decision. So the ruling would still stand. Ripple could technically do business. I don't know if they would start doing business if they knew that, if it was a positive verdict and they knew that the SEC would appeal. Then worst case, this could go from the appellate court to the Supreme Court. Time-wise, a settlement would be the quickest possible resolution. Next in line is a summary judgment by the judge, as we know. From there, it could take months and months before it is fully restored, as some community lawyers expect a trial date to begin in 2024 and take quite a while to be over. And let's not even start with the possibility of appeals. Best advice I can give is to keep expectations moderate for now and simply wait for the decision to come. Better to keep hope and joy low and then be positively surprised than to expect a resolution soon and not get it. Take care and let's hope for the best. Even Fred Rispoli down here, responding to Bill Morgan's tweet thread, did in fact say the same thing. He did say, I'd be very surprised if trial could take place before 2024. This is not great. However, with these complicated legal situations, these cases, I'm guessing this is what we should have expected. We're just trying to get knowledge from, the experts here, the XRP lawyers in the community. And, the way this is unfolding, it's an ever-moving target, really. New information coming out daily, giving us some more reasons why we should be cautiously optimistic and, set our expectations into reality mode. Wrath of Kahneman here, posting this with regards to a statement from a Ripple partner bank, Afala, in the Middle East. Their annual report described integrating their remittance systems with RippleNet. They note the ability to scale services and onboard partners faster. So, just to kind of bring us back to what's going on in the rest of the world with Ripple, we are still in a very, very good spot because we are continuously seeing building movement, progress in other parts of the world. So here's just a little snippet from Bank Afalah's annual report. Given the considerable contribution of home remittances to the nation, the bank ensures that its remittance solution continues to be safe, efficient, reliable, and best in class by staying in line with the regulations and increasing the ease of remittance flow for overseas Pakistanis. So with regards to remittances to Pakistan specifically, as the industry first, the bank has integrated its remittance payment system with RippleNet, Ripple's global blockchain payments network, to offer a faster and more secure payment service to remittance customers. Through this integration, the bank is able to scale its services and offer market launches with newly onboarded RippleNet partners in a quicker way. The bank has also significantly invested in marketing for creating awareness and promoting legal banking channels for sending remittances, in addition to signing various well-known celebrities as joint brand ambassadors with our key partners. So these guys continuing to hit it out of the park. We know, many banks, central banks included in the Middle East, have wanted to adopt RippleNet and very eager to adopt RippleNet. The other part that I wanted to mention here was, the fact that it is Sharia compliant. So that's another great piece of news. Wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. Another 2022 UN migrant money report from the Wrath of Kahneman here, noting Ripple partner Brack Bank. Okay, Brack Bank is connected to Ripple partner Bcash, just to give you guys a bit of context here. And here's the report in French. So I took it upon myself to translate this, even though I can speak French, but I don't want to rely on my translation skills. So we'll take it to Google, guys. The cashless money transfer project of Brack Bank aimed to improve the financial health of migrants from Bangladesh and Nepal and their families through digital money transfer solutions. This project was designed in the wake of the bear flu pandemic over fears that money transfers to Bangladesh would decrease, which would have had a negative impact on the economy and the well-being of families recipients of money transfers during the project. So this was happening between 2020 and 2021. So September 2020 to October 2021, the bank launched 2 digital money transfer platforms from Visa and Western Union, opening more possible pathways for migrants from Bangladesh. And then number 2 down here, Brack Bank has also expanded the reach of its existing transfer solutions, digital money transfers that are digitally credited to bank accounts. 57 Migrant and Remittance Management Program Annual Report 2020. So there's the heading, CARES and Bcash wallets, thanks to the integration, guys, with RippleNet and application of aggregation. Thus, the bank was able to integrate 14 new money transfer partners in various host countries. So they note RippleNet here, obviously, part of this connection, Bcash and Brack Bank, another huge move in Southeast Asia, in this case, benefiting the Bangladeshi people. So again, guys, some positive news there. We know XRP is not going anywhere. I mean, even though we're hearing new rules coming down the pipe where, the Biden administration wants to crack down on crypto. And I guess even more importantly than this, we're seeing big banks here like JP Morgan deciding, picking winners and losers, saying, Gemini, you're not the one. Coinbase, you are the one. This is getting really scary. If you do not know what you hold, let's not forget, guys, that here, let me click on CoinMarketCap here. Or actually, I didn't even have to do that. Let me go back there. Crypto's in the space, 22,800 cryptos in the space. Market cap has actually gone down a little bit. So now we're just hovering under 1 trillion. Money has been taken out of the market, but guys, the number I want you to focus on really is that 22,800. And that has been climbing year over year over year. Never mind, month over month over month. We've seen hundreds of new coins being listed. So what does that mean? Only a handful of coins are going to survive. We already know this. We've heard it from numerous officials. We've heard it from people in the crypto space. We've even heard it from Brad Garlinghouse. Some of these coins are going to be used for applications. XRP, for example, is going to be used for cross-border transactions. I think this is a confirmed fact, using XRP to transfer not just fiat, but anything of value, gold, silver, commodities, which brings me to this, an interesting tweet here from the ISO GOAT on Twitter. Go to tradingview.com and search for the symbol XRP and look at all the pairs that are associated with XRP. So, in other words, XRP is one of those cryptocurrencies that is already listed on TradingView with a lot of these pairs like gold, silver, Brent crude oil, for example. So the theory goes as such: if XRP was not supposed to be used for these transactions, if it was not going to be used in these bigger capacities, it probably wouldn't be listed, right? But I'm going to take it one step further, guys. If you take a look at some other cryptocurrencies, there are a lot of them that do not have the same kinds of quantity of pairings that XRP has. So here's just a chart, a symbol lookup of XRP on TradingView. But somebody down here actually took it one step further. Where was it here? There was a little video here that demonstrated all these different pairs. I looked for another coin, BNB, for example, and CHZ. Yes, they do not have a gold equivalent. Guys, check this out real quick. I don't believe there's any audio on this, but I'll just kind of narrate over this. XRP. So if you look up XRP gold, you can see the XRP trading pair to gold is listed right there. XRP to BRE, which is Brent crude oil. You can see there's an XRP pairing for Brent crude, just as another example. Now, when you look up CHZ to gold, take a look at that. I'm just going to pause it there. Take a look at that. There is nothing there. You can see to perpetual futures. You can see Tether, USD, USDT, USD longs, but no commodities, no precious metals listed here for just an example cryptocurrency, CHZ. And then it goes on here. What else does he put in here? BNB. So Binance coin to gold. You can see there's no XAU pairing. There's some other kinds of pairings like BNB gold, which I think is something else here, but no pairings for other cryptocurrencies. So when I took a quick look at CHZ, this is the Chili's coin, ranked number 60 here, trading at 11 cents. I mean, not a terribly spectacular cryptocurrency by any means, but I did want to check this out myself, guys. So, bringing up XRP to gold, you guys can see all the pairings here and, the official XAU ticker, XRP to gold specifically. And to play devil's advocate, I did want to be fair with this. You can see there are other pairings like with Ethereum and, of course, Bitcoin being another popular one. Let me just bring that up. Bitcoin and Ethereum, obviously. But even when you bring up like Litecoin to gold, there is nothing here. Litecoin to silver. Let's take a look. Boom, nada. How about if we look up XLM to gold? We don't even see any XLM to gold pairings here on TradingView. However, bringing up XRP, we do have the XAU pairing. And I mean, you guys can try this for yourself on tradingview.com. I think the biggest takeaway here is that there are already markets that are going to utilize XRP for transferring value. How big those markets are going to be and if XRP is going to take on the lion's share of this is still yet to be unknown. However, considering the rules coming down the pipe in the United States, do you really think businesses are going to use Bitcoin or Ethereum to transfer value such as precious metals? Or are they going to use a cryptocurrency like XRP once we get that clarity? I don't know. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.